Hello everyone, I'm Stacy and this is the For Bricks and Giggles YouTube channel. For today's video, I have another bulk lot to go through. This one is around 15 pounds and appears to be mostly 90s Lego. So let's get started. Okay, so here we have the lot. I'm gonna just kind of pan around it a little bit to start, and then I will set up the camera and get digging into it. I will say this lot was fairly dirty, so I did fully wash the entire thing before starting. So usually I like to not have seen, you know, all of the interesting and surprising pieces, but I will say I've seen the vast majority in this lot because I had to pull things out as I was washing it. Could not be more excited to go through this. There was also a really large amount of non-Lego mixed in, so I have already pulled out all of that as well, at least the majority of it. So I would say this lot is probably now closer to 10 pounds, maybe even less. It's kind of hard to judge, but I do want to show you a couple of things I pulled out first, and then we'll dig through the rest of it. Okay, first up, I did pull out some feather plumes. Really excited about these blue feather plumes, especially the fact that this tiny one is still attached to the sprue. As far as feather plumes go, this tiny blue one is definitely one of the more rare ones. I think the tiny black one might be the only one that's more rare. So definitely a super exciting find. I love feather plumes. It's possible I've missed some, but I'm hoping I got all the ones that were in there, and getting all three of those blue ones is super exciting. Next up, this lot did come with some base plates. So we've just got some 16 by 32 base plates in blue and green. We'll probably go back through and wash those just a little bit better, as well as this base plate. This is from the Neptune Discovery Lab. This base plate was one of the reasons I bought this lot. I do already own the Neptune Discovery Lab, but I really like that era of Lego. Anything Aquazone, Aquanauts, love that. It does show some wear around some of the studs along the edges, which is really normal for these types of base plates. They're very prone to damage studs, but I'll probably just sell this one at a super discounted rate, and someone can build a mock on it or something like that, because it still definitely has a lot of life to it. There are no cracks, which is awesome. So this was the base plate I was most excited about. In the photos, I could only see it from this angle, so there's only a couple of possibilities of what set it could be when I was seeing it face down. I already have the Rapid River Village, so I was hoping it wasn't that one. Obviously, I'd be excited as a resale if it was that one, but for my own collection, I was hoping it was going to be for a different set than that. So I was either hoping it would be for the Boulder Cliff Canyon or for the Bandit's Secret Hideout. And since it's this variation, the only set it can go to is the Bandit's Secret Hideout. So I'm very excited about that. Definitely hoping to be able to complete that set. And based on what I've seen within this lot, I think that's definitely a possibility. Already off to a really exciting start with the base plates and the feather plumes, and honestly this is just a beautiful lot of 90s Lego, so let's get started digging through it. The first thing I'm so excited about is the fact that this does all appear to be 90s, so definitely all before the color change in 2004, which will make sorting this lot so much easier. And the fact that I've already gone through and pulled out all of the non-Lego stuff, I feel like I will probably have this sorted in maybe a couple of hours at most, and I'm really excited to be able to start parting some sets together. I've also noticed a lot of minifigures, and they all seem to be in relatively good condition, so that is also super exciting. A lot of times people pull out the minifigures, so getting a 90s lot that still includes the minifigures is just amazing. So I'll start at this end and then I'll slide the camera down and we'll look through the entire lot. First up, we have a Dragon Knight. The dragon plumes are some of my favorite minifigure accessory parts Lego has ever made. He is missing the ones on the sides, but still a really great find. And his sword has seen better days, but that's very common with the chrome silver swords. So I'll keep digging through and we'll see if there's any other identifying pieces that might tell me what set he goes to. There are tons of burps and lurps mixed in, which I always love. Aqua sharks. Classic dark gray helmets. Got a couple of white flags. It is so crazy to me that they haven't made these white flags in such a long time. There are two variations of these types of flags, one that waves left and one that waves right. And once they switched it, they never made the white flags in the opposite direction. So the white flags are actually a lot more rare, and I just feel that is very crazy because it's such a neutral color. You would think that it would be great in a lot of sets. So the fact that they've really only made it between the 80s and early 2000s, and it's been at this point probably close to 20 years since a white flag has been in a set. I don't know why they haven't just switched the flag direction and added it to some newer sets. Probably goes to an Aqua Zone set. I do love finding the chrome gold coins. Those are always useful. Got a couple of great minifigures here. Imperial Guard and Aquanaut. Very classic head. There are a ton of these shrub and bush pieces, and so far I have actually not found any that are broken. When I went through this lot, I didn't find any of these broken pieces mixed in. Usually you find those throughout, but there are probably at least a dozen of these in there, and I haven't seen any broken ones yet. I did find some broken palm tree leaves. That's very common. They get left on the tree and then the weight crushes them over time, but luckily haven't found any broken shrubs. I'm gonna look these up and see what potential sets these could go to. I feel like possibly Royal Knights, but we'll see. So these go in a variety of sets. Based on the color and the year, my biggest guesses are the Royal Drawbridge and the Whirling Time Warper. I know I've seen some Royal Knights in here. I think I may have seen a Time Cruiser, so we'll keep looking. Great Spirius torso. Love that classic design. Probably goes to the Western set. Lots of great little accessory pieces mixed in. I do love this hand of cards. It was a great printed tile design. Compass made it through the wash. We'll see if that dries out. I hope it does. I try to catch those before they go through, but not always. Another Western piece. Ooh, Robo Force. Don't think I knew that there was going to be any Robo Force in there. This was one of those lots I bought like very quickly after it was listed, so... Oh, sticker is not well applied, but I think I'll be able to reapply that one pretty easily. As long as it doesn't disintegrate while I'm trying to pull it apart. I've seen quite a few of these hinge pieces mixed in, and luckily they're all, for the most part, still together, so less likely to be cracked. There's so many accessories mixed in here. Let me look up the red wand and see what a translucent red wand with a star might go to. So it's not in a ton of sets. Potentially Fright Knights, but I don't think I've seen any Fright Knights in here yet. But possibly, again, Time Cruisers, so we'll see. Classic Ghost. Those are pretty valuable nowadays. Probably, again, Time Cruisers. Actually, I feel like these bands are usually in Time Cruiser sets, so it'll just be a matter of which Time Cruiser sets. I think that's Robo Force. Headgear pieces. Classic Western minifig. Another white flag. That looks like a skull build, so probably pirates. We have already seen an Imperial Guard, so maybe? I'm gonna see if I can figure out what that goes to. Okay, it looks like the build from Skull Island, set 6279 from 1995. That's probably a long shot, but that's just what it looks like to me. Obviously the base plate is not in here, but it's just a plain 32 by 32 blue base plate, not incredibly expensive or rare. So if the majority of the pieces are in here, I would definitely part that one together. It really comes down to the minifigures for a lot of these sets. Ooh, got a bugle, and the chrome looks awesome. That could be Western, that could be Time Cruisers, so it appears most of this is mid to late 90s, I would say. chrome crystal. Do have a little red boat, so that's probably also to Skull Island. Looks like a mismatched head to body, but classic town of some sort. I love the Royal Knights shields. Really hoping the Royal Drawbridge is one of the sets that's in here. That's been a bucket list set for me for a long time. Not sure why he's holding a green vine, but a Royal Knight. Probably mismatched parts, but a good base. Like you said, lots of minifigs. I was really impressed by the number of minifigs, and they look to be in really nice condition. I've only removed a few pieces that were actually damaged. Okay, here's a brown suitcase that's never been used. So a lot of really good quality parts. More parts to the Neptune Discovery Lab. I'm always really happy to get lots like this because I know that I will put the effort into completing as many of the sets as possible. I do understand people have to part sets out for other people to be able to complete theirs, but I like getting these time capsule lots and then seeing how many sets I can pull out of a bulk lot like this. Holographic piece. I don't know if that's Explorian's Robo Force. I'm gonna look it up and see. So it is an Explorian's piece. Comes in 4 sets. Well, 3 sets and then 1 accessory pack. So we'll see if there's any other identifying pieces in this lot. I'm guessing it has to be one of the smallest sets. Maybe the Nebula Outpost, because I don't see many pieces that are the right color to fit an Explorian set. I think those are Robo Force. Classic dark gray shark. I feel like in light gray these are pretty expensive or rare. Got a monkey. Probably pirates. I'm going to move the camera down just a little bit now. Definitely wanted to see what this bathtub goes to. I've only ever had this in a Belleville set. So it does only come in 3 sets ever, 2 of which are Belleville, and 1 is the Whirling Time Warper. So I definitely think that's what it goes to. Got a few horses. The saddle clip's intact. That's always exciting, especially for the brown one since that's a rare saddle. Got a cannon. There he is. I knew I had seen a time cruiser in here somewhere. Usually I pull minifigures out, but I didn't this time. Oh goodness. Got a Dark Forestman, I think. That's a very rare head, and it's in really good condition, so that's exciting. One of the cavalry. Knight. Another Western minifigure. All kinds of great minifigures. I'm so excited. Another Royal Knight. Pirate. Another Western minifigure. Ooh. Got another bugle and 2 chrome silver knives still on the sprue. Pretty sure that's Explorian's. Ooh. I think we've hit the jackpot. Have you ever seen anything more beautiful? Love the chrome gold coins. It's one of my most missed pieces, and they all look really nice. Probably because they've been in that treasure chest for a few decades now. There we have an Explorian. And another Royal Knight. That's definitely time cruisers. And Western. Got another bugle, so 3 so far. Classic octopus. And a little brown boat. I'm going to look this up to see if I can narrow down on a set that might be in here. This was only in about 5 or 6 sets ever in brown, and Skull Island is one of them, so I definitely think Skull Island is in the slot. Can't wait to start making a wanted list of parts I need, so that 32 by 32 blue base plate's definitely gonna be on there, which should mean we'll have some great reviews coming up in 2024. There we have the top of the skull. Another octopus. Pirate. Ooh. We've got the claw for the Neptune Discovery Lab, and it still has the spring, and most people know the spring is super hard to get, and it looks like it's in great shape, no rust or anything like that. Might actually just hold on to that in case there's another set I need a spring for. Some more parts of the Neptune Discovery Lab. Ooh. And there's the flag for Skull Island, I would assume. Clips are still intact. Looks pretty good. Their Aquazone minifig. Seen quite a few magnets. Always love magnet parts. Oh, actually there's some random magnet mixed in. Tons of magnets though. Those are always good for resale if I don't actually need them for anything. Yeah, there are tons of great pieces in here. Hopeful to do Skull Island, Bandit's Secret Hideout, and the Royal Drawbridge for sure. Those are my top 3 hopefuls for this lot. Hopefully can get some smaller sets out of it too. We'll see. Maybe some time cruisers, maybe some smaller Aquazone sets. Lots of potential in this lot, and then whatever doesn't get used will be uploaded to BrickLink. So I'm super happy with this lot. I don't remember if I said, but I paid about $180 for the lot. Probably more than I would normally spend on a lot. My goal is always to get sets out of these lots and then sell enough to make back at least close to what I paid for it, so that it's basically like getting those sets for free. So we'll see if I'm able to do that or not. But immediately after I finish editing this video, I will be starting to sort this lot because I am super excited about it. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. And if you're interested in extra videos and content, check out the membership program starting at only 99 cents a month. There are currently over 35 episodes already available to watch. See you all next time.